My literacy center is the computer center. And something that's really important when parents come in and are with their children would be to set some clear expectations. I think part of that, a big part of that, is to let parents and children know what the purpose of the lesson is. What is it that we're supposed to accomplish? What are the objectives? The teacher should prepare by having the website up or bookmarked so that there isn't any wasted time once we go from whole group to the computer center. It's really important. Different families are going to have different maybe technology skills. So in whole group, I'm going to both show a video, just a little video introducing why, why as a vowel, and that's from YouTube. It's kind of a fun, sing-songy activity to get people, to get the kids and parents interested and excited about the lesson, and then to show on the whiteboard, the classroom whiteboard, so that everyone can see how the interactive features of Starfall work and what choices you have when you use Starfall, within the storybook especially. That's going to be actually an important part of differentiation. And so differentiation options are embedded within the lesson, but there's also the option for additional practice based on the assessment, or for those students who are ready to move ahead, some extension activities that they can complete. The standards that are addressed are right here. I did find the Why Can Be a Vowel movie by Starfall in the PDE SAS, and I made that, this was in the material section, and I just built a larger lesson around it. So you can see that the lessons really are around pre-K and kindergarten. There's the identifying basic features of print. So we're really focused on the letter Y. And it's kind of a great focus to have when your unit is family. So Y as a vowel, Y as an ending sound. Developing phonics and word skills, right? So we're associating Y with the different sound, as opposed to the sound it makes at the beginning of a word. And here we've got demonstrating understanding of spoken words, syllables, and sounds. Know and apply grade level phonics and word analysis skills in decoding words. And here we have demonstrating basic knowledge of one-to-one letter sound correspondence. Again, we're focused on the letter Y and whether or not it makes a long I sound or a long E sound. And with prompting and support, clarify unknown words or phrases read aloud. And that's something that happens within the read. So we'll go back to our slideshow. So quite a few standards are addressed in this lesson. Okay, so the lesson, like I already covered, is most suitable for pre-K and kindergarten, but it can be something for first graders who may be a little bit behind or confused about how Y can be a vowel, especially at the end of words. There is a short video that's part of, before you read the story, there is a short video. And then there are activities and games and the interactive storybook read of My Family. And here's just a screenshot from My Family. And I'll be taking you here to the Starfall site. So one of the things that I would demonstrate is that when we get to the Learn to Read, right, we want to go down to My Family. Here is I don't have to click on the video, but if I just wanted to review the video, I could. It's embedded as part of the My Family. But there are also games to play. So after the word sort, which is an offline activity I created, it was inspired by a blog post I read. Students can do some of those games, or the games are actually just kind of fun and can be extension activities. Here's the short video. And I'm not going to play this all the way through, but you can see that, well, I guess I am playing it all the way through. But you can see that both the long E sound and the I sound is addressed. It also is addressed in the YouTube video that I've embedded in the lesson. And in the word sorting, that's really going to be the idea. Can students, after this read, and obviously this would be something that has been addressed in class before you have your parent-teacher night, or excuse me, your parent-student night. So, and I would just instruct parents on how to use the Starfall site. So within the lesson, parents and children should be encouraged to have the child read as much as they can. If you click on the ear, it'll read the sentence all the way through. Or if a child gets to a word that they're stuck on, of course the parent can assist, but this might be an opportunity to demonstrate to the student how they can use a site like Starfall independently when they get stumped, maybe on family. And so the word is sounded out for them, and then they can move on. So that's kind of a cool feature. And when you want to, Xing out is important. And then here's just something fun, right? Where students can use those other kind of fun features, and of course moving ahead. So that is the Starfall site, and I would certainly, and the teacher should, demonstrate. Some families are going to, this is going to be very intuitive for them. Other families it may not be as user-friendly. The assessment is an offline word sort activity that I made, and here's the word sort. So I would have this activity per child, and basically I've come up with 14 different words, and these would be cut out and placed in like a little baggie with the, this would be nice to be laminated for students to sort those out. And based on the results of that word sort, then there are choices to make. Students can go back to review or use the extension activities from readwritethink.org. I actually, in constructing this lesson, because I'm a high school teacher, I went to readwritethink.org first, and I found some great resources on even just how to set up literacy center activities. So here's one. So for students that really don't need to review, they're ready to move on, here's something that they could do with their parent. Depending on the child, it might be that they can write a sentence independently, or sentences, or the parent can be their scribe. Here's a center extension activity, and these should be widely available to draw a picture of the activity you did today and then write a sentence. So those were two activities, and again, I got those from readwritethink.org. In looking at some of the resources I used for my lesson plan, I did, because this would be a parent night, one of the things that I'm very tuned into I was a probation parole officer before I was a teacher, and I did note a lot of what we hear about in all our courses about some families from challenging economic situations maybe not having books available. So in reading A to Z, there I like that. I did that with I helped with a summer program last year, and we used that so the kids you could print out books, put them together, and give give every child a book every week, at least one, to go home and read. So there's a cute story, Are These His or Hers? And again, it's centered around the theme of family. Maybe not as connected to the phonics lesson, but something nice to take home if there's certainly time. The closing activity could be to bring everybody back together again, review a little bit about why, and then just do a shared reading of Are These His or Hers? And everyone has a copy, right? I think even though Reading A to Z often has their books available in other languages, this one is not, but I think it would not be a difficult thing to have the book translated for students from, where English is a second language. So that is my computer center lesson for a parent-child night.